What's up, old slow ones? This is another TVP one basing 10-minute push with you like Thors, I like Banshees and Medivacs and occasionally tanks, but it's all the same general deal. You make a ton of infantry, usually about $2,000 of infantry by 10 minutes, and then you add some tech units to negate force fields and Guardian Shield, and you go kill him. For the third time, this is the third of the TVPs of years I've watched, and for the third time your Protoss your Protoss opponent doesn't seem to want to expand. It's very weird for me to see this. The last opponent of yours, I looked him up and he was gold, so let's check Dresden, man. DresdenBattle.net. At the Battle of Dresden, Wikipedia. EU.battle.net, US.battle.net. Ugh. I don't see him, man. I don't see him. I love the Google's autocorrect to DRES. Search is what's screwing this up. Oh well, I didn't find him quickly, so whatever. Tier 1 Dota player stats. Sweet. Anyway, I assume he's probably Gold League. You're making all these Marines and Marauders, and that's cool, and you're gonna fight this ginormous freaking Protoss army with no workers at this 8-minute mark, right as your most powerful NIS is still cruising, because your most powerful NIS cruises until 8 minutes, and then you're pretty weak until 9 minutes, and then you're still pretty weak until 9.5 minutes when your first Thor pops out, or at least from what I've seen in prior games. But you don't even have your armory started, so you're going to be weak a lot longer. If he had come 30 seconds later, I think he would have really crushed it. But he's, I don't know, that's just kind of a silly attack not to have Guardian Shield with. Like, if you have Marines and he doesn't have Guardian Shield, you kind of auto-win. Like, there's nothing Protoss can do, even with a much larger army, to get anything useful accomplished without Guardian Shield. So here he comes again. You're going to go to the top of the ramp, and he's going to say, "Oh no, ramps are evil, I can't get up there." And you're going to kill him. At this point, he's made much more army than you. The positioning here is pretty terrible for you, but his unit composition is pretty terrible for him, so it's gonna work out okay. You continue to have a larger army than him and have been very efficient in these trades. This game's kind of somewhat over already, even though you haven't done anything. You still don't have your Thors on the way. It looks like you're starting the armory now, which is pretty late. You've pulled a lot of SCVs, so your income was pretty low, but it doesn't matter. I mean, there's nothing he can do from there off of one base with no tech to get back in it, because all he can make is Zealots and Stalkers. And you already have Marines with Stim, and that just crushes Zealots and Stalkers. I would love at this point for you to abandon, like cancel the armory, make a starport, and get some Medivacs, because you've got all these damaged infantry guys with Stim already done. I mean, what's the point in even having Stim if you're not going to make Medivacs? I feel like Stim and Medivacs are two things that go together like horses and carriages and love and marriage. And yeah, I'm disappointed that there's no Medivacs, but that's okay. Like I said, you'll probably win no matter what you do from here, so I guess making 2 Thors is perfectly acceptable on the list of anything. So you're double his supply. We're fast forwarding, and fast forwarding, you continue to be double his supply. It's now 100 supply against 50. And you're going to walk over to his base and put the Thors in front and try to repair them with a bunch of SCVs. You kill everything and he dies. So this really just came down to the fact that you 2-raxed. Your 2-rax opening crushed him. Nothing you did after that mattered, because he attacked a guy who was 2-raxing with a 4-gate that just he didn't even do well. And he caught you on the low ground. Like, everything was in his favor, but he didn't make any Guardian Shield sentries, and he didn't force field your ramp, and there was nothing you could do. So yet another example of how having a good infantry backbone will make you immune to all sorts of Protoss 1 bases. Immune to 1 bases, senor. Let's start the next one.